You really have got to start making more videos. Hey wealth builders, and happy new year. It's Akiva
and Mishak,
and welcome back to another episode of The Bemused, where we are talking all things finance for young adults just like us. So if you're into that kind of thing, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell icon so you never miss a post. So 2019 is here, and so in this video we are going to be breaking down our financial goals for 2019 as well as sharing a net worth update, kind of just see where we're at in terms of our wealth building progress throughout the year. And yeah, we'll just kind of go from there, so stay tuned.
Alright, so for 2019, I actually just have one goal, unlike Akiva, who has a couple. But my goal is to try and just save a little bit more. So in 2018, some things changed. I started a new job, started saving, got myself on a budget with that income that I had coming in. And in the past 3 or 4 months of working, I realized that although I did save a lot, I also spent a lot. So for 2019, I'm trying something that's actually called the 52-week savings plan, where in each week, that's how much you save. So for example, on week 1, you save $1, week 2, you save $2, and so on and so forth, until you get to week 52. And at the end of the year, you have about $1,300, I believe. I'll put the exact amount on the screen. But that's my goal, is to just try and come up with another way in addition to what I already saved, come up with something just in addition that I can save, and that money will probably be used on a trip or something like that, but it'll be kind of like a savings plan towards something fun.
And we'll drop a link in the description below to more details about the 52-week savings plan if you're interested. So I actually have 4 different financial goals for 2019. Some of them are directly related to the different things that I'm doing career-wise, and one is more of a general goal. So my general goal this year, my goal is to save a total of $10,000 in 2019. And so I'm currently on track. I think it's doable, so we'll see at the end of the year if I make it there, but that's the goal as of now, is to save $10,000 this year.
It's a high number.
Yeah, but I think I can do it. I really think I can. My second goal is related to my full-time job as a financial planner. So my goal this year is to get a $5,000 raise and a $5,000 bonus, or some combination of the two. So in total, just a $10,000 increase in compensation this year. So I'll find out about if I get a raise and or a bonus sometime in February or early March. And so we'll stay tuned and see what happens. So there's no rhyme or reason at my job for whether you get a raise or whether you get a bonus, really. So it's really just kind of a shot in the dark, but that's my goal. My third goal is related to this channel, The Bemused. So my goal this year, and I guess our goal in a way, because it is both of our channels, is to have enough subscribers and watch hours to get this channel monetized and become a YouTube partner. So that way we are getting at least a little something back for all the hard work and dedication and money that I've put into this channel so far. And also I want to be able to do at least one piece of sponsored content in 2019. So that's my third goal. And then my fourth and final goal is related to my other side business, Snatch My Career, which I've talked about in a previous video, which if you haven't seen, I'll put a card up here and I'll also link it in the description below. And so that business is my career services business for young adults just like us. As you know, that's kind of my passion, is helping people our age get through life. And so my goal this year is to have at least $1,000 of revenue this year. It's kind of been a slow build. As you guys know, I've been super busy with school and everything in the past couple of years. So now is when I'm really trying to, put more focus on it and, really take this thing into high gear in 2019. So those are my 4 financial goals for 2019. So now we're going to move into our net worth update. And the reason we wanted to do this is because, of course, you come to the end of another year, you kind of want to see where you are in terms of wealth building. If you guys have been with us from the very beginning, our very first video, you know that we talked about how to calculate your net worth and what that means in relation to building wealth. And so we thought it would be fitting for us to share with you guys where we're at in terms of our net worth and the progress that we've made this year.
And disclaimer, it didn't get better.
Maybe for you it didn't, but for me, we're gonna see in just a minute. We're also thinking about doing these net worth updates on a quarterly basis and on a regular basis going forward. So let us know in the comments if you guys would be interested in seeing that. Why are you shaking your head no? What is wrong with you? It's supposed to be a united front here. Well, let me know if you want to see my net worth updates every quarter. Okay, so we're gonna go through our balance sheet now. So we're gonna start with our assets, both mine and Meshach's. So in terms of cash and just, you know, checking accounts, saving accounts, those kinds of things,
we have $41,592 together.
Yeah, put together. And it's actually kind of roughly the same amount as you can see for both of us. We're kind of holding equal amounts of cash, surprisingly, at this point. So that's pretty cool. And then we have our liquid investments and retirement plans. So that's basically our retirement plans at work, my 401k at my job, his 403b at his job, and our small little taxable brokerage accounts that we have. So that is a total of $6,574 between the two of us.
And did we go over the difference between a 403b and a 401k?
Yeah, we did in the previous video, Meshach. Where were you for that?
Oh, we're gonna link that in the description.
We are. Where were you?
Just in case
this is how long he's been gone, that he's losing touch, guys.
Just in case you're wondering the difference. So for personal property, we have cars, automobiles, and personal property. So for automobiles, we have about $10,960 combined. Most of that is for Akiva. She also obviously has a newer vehicle than I do. And then for personal property, just $500. That was the estimate that you did for your...
Yeah, just my miscellaneous items. I just got some new furniture, you know, my new camera equipment, just some higher ticket items that, you know, if I really was in a bind, I needed cash that I could sell for easily over $500. So just put that in there because that is an asset. And so that brings our total assets combined to $59,626, which by itself sounds pretty good for our age. But let's head on over to the liability section where things just go downhill from there.
So for credit cards, as of today, with pending transactions included, together we have $1,115.
And this isn't, of course, true credit card debt. As you guys know, we've seen our credit series, which we'll also link above if you're interested in that. These are just our current balances. So these aren't balances that we're typically holding over from month to month. This is something that'll be cleared up in the next month. But, you know,
just know by the end of this month, those will be zero. Because like she said in our previous videos before, we always pay off our credit card debt at the end of the statement period in full. We never let it roll over or pay the minimum payment. We pay it off in full. And I've actually been, again, go back to that what's in your wallet video or many others that we've done.
So many video references in this one video.
Like right now.
So many cards.
Right now, since I've been working, the card that I'm using primarily is the Capital One Quicksilver card, which I talked about, and the Discover card. Those are the two that I'm using. And on the Quicksilver, I have over $150 in cash back. And that was just from using that card primarily from August until now.
Yeah, and I have a bunch of cash back sitting between my 3 credit cards that I have, but that's not counted in any of
I didn't
this
count
here.
That.
But, you know, it's also technically an asset, some side cash in a way, you know, that we can use to redeem future purchases, and so that's pretty cool too. Then moving on to my car note. As you guys know full well, I have a car note on my vehicle, and so the balance on that currently stands at $7,119, which is pretty cool because, as you saw earlier, my car right now is worth $9,140. So I have about $2,000 worth of equity in my car right now, which is pretty cool. So I'm, you know, not underwater on that.
So for our total student loan debt, we have $166,007.
Yikes.
And that's probably climbing every day.
Yes, so I'm gonna now go through like a change in net worth screen in a couple of minutes so you guys can see how things have changed for me over the course of the last few months. So yes, as you guys know, our first video we were at just about $160,000 and that was total debt. So right now, total debt, but for not including the credit cards, but just the car note and my student loans, we are at $173,125. Yikes. And what's also crazy is that our student loan balances are pretty much almost the same too. Like our financial situation is actually pretty similar between the both of us, which is kind of surprising.
So bottom line, net worth. Where are we? We are at negative $114,614.
Yeah. So my net worth, even though it's still hella negative, is slightly higher than his. So mine is about negative 55,000 and his is about negative 60,000. So a difference of about, a few $1,000s. So yes, in order to build wealth on this side, we're going to be focusing, like we said, a lot more on saving in 2019. So that will up the assets side a little bit more going into 2019. And now that my student loans are in full repayment mode, I actually just made my first official, student loan payment a couple of days ago. I'm hoping that our net worth is still going to keep steadily increasing over the course of the year. So, like I said, stay tuned. Let us know if you want to keep seeing these updates or not. Yeah, let us know. So to give more context now, I'm gonna hop on over to the next chart, which is my little change in net worth slide. And this is just for my net worth because we just calculated Meshach's net worth today, but we didn't really have good historical information for him, so I'm just gonna talk about mine. So I calculated my net worth last on June 30th of 2018, and so I'm comparing a 6-month period. So as you can see, I now have more cash than I did in June. My retirement plans, most of my retirement plan has gone up about $1,000. Of course, my car, as we all know, cars are depreciating assets, so my car has fallen in value a little bit, but in total, my assets have grown by 7% between June 30th and December 31st. And so that's a total change of over $2,200 in assets, which is really great. And then on the liability side, it's still mostly good. My credit card debt, even though, like I said, that's kind of a rolling thing, has gone down versus June 30th. My car note, I've paid down $1,000 worth of principal between June 30th and now, which is also really great. And so the only thing that's gone up is my student loans. My student loans have actually grown by $708 in the last 6 months. And that's mainly because, of course, because of interest. So even though I've been paying down a little bit of money every single month, even before my first official payment that I just made, my loans have still grown more than I've been paying. And so that has gone up, relatively small in terms of percentage, but that's really what's putting a damper on my liabilities. But overall, between June 30th and today, I have increased my net worth by 5%, or just over $2,800. And so you can see that, I'm still going in the right direction, and that's the goal. Even though you might feel like, my net worth is so negative right now between all of my debt and everything I have going on, it might just feel discouraging to see these numbers, but try putting it in context, and you can see that, over time, this growth, even though it's still negative, still very negative, it's still progress. And so hoping to, eventually become net worth positive one day, that would be amazing. And, just keep building wealth, because that's what we're here to do. We're not called the Wealth Builder Squad for nothing. So it's good to know that I'm actually, doing as I'm preaching and increasing my net worth as we go along.
And for sure, debt can be a really, really scary thing. But my philosophy is, debt, it's there, especially if you are not rich and you go to school. More than likely, you're going to probably have some sort of a student loan or something like that. Don't be afraid of it. It's how you choose to handle your debt. That's really what I want to put out there. If you have, like us, hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt and you're not really making any effort to do anything about it, or you're putting yourself in a deeper hole, whether you're adding credit card debt to that, or you're taking out personal loans for short-term goals that you could probably save and pay off with cash, then that's not the best route that you want to take. But if you're actively working towards it little by little, even if it's $1, like the 52-week challenge, if you're doing $1 more than the week before, or the day before, or a penny, whatever, as long as you're trying to get yourself in a positive state, that's the goal. That's what you want to work towards. So if it takes you 15 years, if it takes you 5 years, if it takes you a year, whatever that pace is, that's fine. But as long as you're not complacent and sitting in the same place that you are today that you're in tomorrow, I think that's the whole point of what we're trying to get across.
I just about gave y'all a whole sermon. 2019 is the year of change, people. It's the year of action.
Positive change.
Yes, positive change, positive action. So don't, like he said, don't compare yourself to anybody else's progress. Your progress is your progress. Even if your net worth went up by $1, that is still progress. So hopefully this was inspiring to you guys and gives you the motivation to, you know, kick some financial butt this year and achieve your goals and increase your net worth and, you know, do, you know, just be better financially. So that's the goal of this video, and that's what I wish for all of you guys in 2019.
So thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification button so that you always know when we post a new video.
Yep, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.